Okay, I want to hear some on the road stories. Give us some fun things that like you've experienced on the road, like working with other bands or just something mischievous.
Let me tell you, Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you this, and this is the absolute truth.
Okay.
Okay, it's not cliche. The stories that you hear about musicians, about their crazy lives,
Yeah.
they're true.
Oh, they're all true. Oh God.
Okay, they're absolutely 100% true, because these eyes have seen it. Okay,
Oh no.
and these ears have heard it.
Oh God.
We were traveling through New Mexico, playing with a musician by the name of who was that guy? I can't remember his name. Well, he's a musician that did Wasted Days and Wasted Nights. Eric, who is that? Wasted Days and Wasted Nights. Who was that? That musician.
Here, I'm gonna look it up. Wasted Days and Freddie Fender
Freddie Fender.
and
I'm
Freddie
sorry.
Fender.
Sorry, Freddie. I know you're gone. You're gone now. I couldn't remember. But I was doing a tour of with Freddie Fender, and we were in between Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Shola, Arizona, doing some big venues. And we were pulling out of one of the concerts in Albuquerque, and on our tour bus, and we get a knock on the door of the tour bus, and the driver manager opens up the door, and standing outside of the door was a young, maybe 14, 15-year-old Indian, a Navajo Indian
Oh my
girl with beautiful long black hair and beautiful eyes. You know, just one of the most beautiful women I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And she says this, she goes, "Take me with you. Take me away from here." And, you know, we were so moved by that, you know, that we looked at the manager, and he goes like this, he goes, "No." And it wasn't that she wanted to spend time with musicians.
Yeah.
It was that something was going on.
Yeah. Something was happening.
Something was
probably.
happening to that girl.
Yeah.
That she said, Get me the
hell away from here.
the hell out of this town now." You know.
So what happened? Did you guys let her in? Did you just send her away?
We closed the door and drove off, and
Aw.
all I could see when I turned my head, when I ran to the back of the bus, was her like this, crouched over, just crying. You know, just
Aw.
devastated.
That's really sad.
Yeah. But then there are some more happier times that were crazy, that involved women and involved other things. You know, if I could be so blunt about it, can I be blunt about?
Absolutely.
Can I
Yeah,
be
go
honest
ahead.
on this broadcast?
Think
Can I
so.
be honest on this thing? We did a show in Las Vegas. And the keyboard player was the keyboard player from Winger. I don't know if you've ever heard of a band called Winger.
Winger or
Winger.
Winger. Okay.
Winger, yeah. And he's the keyboard player for the band.
Okay.
And he was in our band, right? And we were touring. And about 3 a.m. in the morning, I come into the hotel room, and I see him laying in bed with a girl,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
So then it's very dark in there, and I roll over to my bed, and I lay down, and I usually sleep on my side. Well, all of a sudden I felt something grab a hold of my chest and snuggle up to me, right?
Oh my gosh.
And I turned my head and look around, and it was a blonde-headed, beautiful blonde-headed woman. And I looked over to Kip, and he goes, "They come in pairs."
Oh my God. They come in pairs.
And you know, and being the type of person that I was, being more of a conservative person than a lot of these musicians I played with.
Yeah.
That was just, you know, wasn't
Wasn't your cup of tea?
Wasn't it? Wasn't it? And
Yeah.
so I had to. I told her. I said, "You're going to have to leave." And she goes, "I'm not leaving."
More for him.
She goes, "I'm not leaving." And she just like bluntly said, "I'm not leaving."
Oh, okay.
And I went, "Well, I guess I'll have to." So I ended up staying the night. I ended up staying the night in my car out of the parking lot of the hotel.
Aw.
Yeah.
She wasn't willing to, like, you didn't want to just like sleep?
She didn't have in mind to sleep.
Got it.
Okay, she
Wasn't possible.
She was planning
was
to
there.
interrupt
She was
that.
there for. I think she might have been a prostitute. I think because we were in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And
She was there for more than just a good night's sleep.
yeah, and it's just imagine. Just imagine the amount of willpower it would take.
Yeah. To sleep in your car? Oh my gosh.